How's it going, guys? Jacob 200 here from Sculpted, and today I wanted to make a video to teach you how to do advanced segmentation with AI. So let's say you're selling to e-commerce stores and you want to categorize a store into different categories like men's, women's, unisex. Let's say you're selling to apparel brands, and there's tons of different types of brands in apparel. You have men, women, unisex, accessories, etc. And within each broad category, you have subcategories like streetwear, handbags, glasses, luxury, swimwear, activewear, basics. So how can you go ahead and categorize these stores based on these nuanced differences between brands? It's very difficult, and doing a basic AI prompt with Clayagent is going to be pretty tough. So I think, this is a real world use case that I wanted to show for my clients. Essentially, um, what you need to do is give the AI much more input and much more context and different information about the store than just a basics, Clayton scrape where you're like, go and tell me what brand they are, what type of brand. You have to give it a lot of context. So I'm going to just walk through this workflow here so you can better understand how to do advanced segmentation. This works well for not just e-commerce, but any situation where you want to segment accounts and it's not giving you a good result with basic AI prompting. This is a more advanced workflow to help you do a better job. So the idea is we can use Clayagent AI to search the web and search these websites in Clay and go tell us information about the company, like what do they do, what kind of products do they sell, who do they sell to, what age is their audience, etc. And then we can go ahead and pull back that data and pass it in to a prompt to finally make the decision. So I think there's a few mistakes that people make when they are trying to use AI to categorize things in Clay. So one of the first mistakes is using Clayagent to try and do the categorization. So Clayagent is essentially an AI web scraping tool, and it's really good at doing basic scraping. It's not going to do anything advanced, but for basic scraping tasks, Clayagent's very good, especially for things like scraping websites and summarizing what they do or pulling in information about a company. Now, what I don't recommend you do is say, I want you to categorize this company into one of the following industries based on their website, and then pass the website and say healthcare or sports or whatever. Like, this is not what Clayagent is meant to do. Clayagent is meant to scrape the web and return results. It's not meant to really make complex decisions, in my opinion. I think what you should do is always use Clayagent to go out and search for information based on what you need for a follow-up categorization prompt. So what you do is use Clayagent to go out and find that information, and then you pass the results into a follow-up GPT prompt, not a Clayagent prompt, right, to process the results. Clayagent is going out and looking for things on the internet and returning the data. GPT prompts in Clay are taking inputs and making decisions. It's not doing any searching. If you try and have the AI do both at one time, it can be too much for the AI. In my opinion, you want to give an AI prompt one job at a time, as much as you can, so that it only has one decision to make and it can do it much more accurately, right? So in this case, I wanted things like a summary of what the company does. So I passed in the website and told AI to scrape the website and summarize what they do, with the focus on identifying their role in e-commerce and how the products they offer, homepage, about us, products, etc., and summarize everything you can. I did a secondary prompt where I specifically asked it to look at the products that they offer, right? So, for example, Obey Clothing offers a diverse range of products, primarily focusing on streetwear. Their main product categories include men's and women's clothing, right, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, I had the AI go out and summarize the target audience that they sell to, right? And lastly, I also actually had the AI look for their most popular product, because oftentimes a brand's most popular product is what it is their category. So for Obey Clothing, their most popular product line features graphic tees and hoodies, particularly represented by their Obey Fish tee and Obey Bold pullover, which remain standout items within their catalog, right? Um, and so then I pass all of this information into a categorization prompt, which basically says, here's their summary, the products they offer, their buyer persona, and their most popular product. Here are the categories that we sell to. So analyze the inputs, review all of the inputs, and then assign the category that makes the most sense. And here you go. Here's the output. And then we did a similar situation for the follow-up prompt. But I think the main thing I wanted to highlight here is, instead of just using one prompt to do all of this crazy stuff, which is too much at one time, use Clayagent to go out and search the internet to go find the data you're looking for, the questions you want to answer. Go anything you would go Google search as a person, basically, to go and make a decision. You're going to search for this, you're going to look for this, you're going to look for that. And then based on your findings, you're going to go and you're going to make a decision. So instead of doing all of it at once, use Clayagent to go out and search for the data that you're looking for. And then when you as a rep would, or as a researcher would go ahead and use your research to make a decision, that's when you would, instead of using Clayagent, you would use the GPT prompt. So if you open up this section of GPT or AI, use AI in Clay, web research is Clayagent to go out and find things, and then content creation is the actual like taking the inputs you give it and then outputting the result. And so I guess the high level lessons you can take away from this video are that it's really helpful to, when you have a more nuanced output you need from an AI, to give it better inputs, like a lot more input data than just one thing. And the other thing is, lesson number 2 is don't give one AI prompt too many tasks. Give it one task at a time. And then number 3 is segment between research tasks and decision tasks. And if you do those 3 things, you'll have a better job with using AI to refine your data.